The professor came to Macau more or less 5 years ago. For some reason, he was recommended to investigate our school because he had heard that our choir was doing pretty well. And when the professor arrived, with his qualifications, having been working in Rome for a period of time, then he brought a different element to our choir, because for the first time they had started to sing Latin songs. In fact, I remember when he started, he began by teaching them Gregorian chants, which was for me like the first time I had ever encountered Gregorian chants. I mean, to sing, actually. I had heard of them and I had seen the music, but I hadn't actually sung them. So the professor introduced the girls to that. And then he also introduced them to songs in Latin, in Italian, and then he introduced other European composers to them as well. And since our girls are, young, eventually he started introducing pop songs, and more common songs to them as well. But the arrangements were always very challenging.
I feel that a professor is really talented and he has a passion in music. Yes, in all kinds of choral activities, because he keep on giving us activities, giving the girls, the choir members activities, and also give the workshop for us so that we can improve the sense in music. And I have to thank him for allowing me to be involved in this choral activity.
For 7 years. When I first joined choir, I'm very afraid of professor because he's very serious and very strict. But as time goes by, I found out professor is very funny and like to say jokes to us. And then he teaches us many singing technology and that sort of thing. So I'm very thankful for professor.
I should say the girls developed not only musically, but as human beings as well, because they learned a lot of responsibility. They knew that they had to balance their time between devoting 7 hours or more to the choir a week, plus doing their homework and doing their projects and hopefully not failing any subjects.
Because he's strict because he wants us to be good, and then he's strict so we can achieve this.
Yes. And every time after we sing the high notes, we feel like fainting, and he will like caring for us. And
I have been a member of the secondary choir for 5 years, and this will be my last year since I'm graduating in July. And I treasure every time of our practice. Every time we sing together in the performance, it will become a memory in my life, and every experience I have in the secondary choir will remain part of me in my future. And I thank Professor and all the choir members for these 5 years, teaching me a lot of things aside from singing techniques and those things that we learn in music theory. And I learned also some values like teamwork together. We would sing together and we care about each other. So
choir is like a big family.
Yes.
Because after all, he's aiming for the choir to reach its peak, and he wants them to improve, to reach the best, to be the best they can be in whatever genre of music they plan to explore. So I think the professor has really done very great things. Of course, things can be difficult sometimes, things can be very challenging, but I always believe that difficulties and challenges are what make things worth doing. So I'm very happy that the choir is is developing as much, that the professor is still here, devoting his time and giving the best that he can to the choir. So we all benefit.
Oh, I enjoyed very, very, very much. The singing was beautiful, the composition also. I enjoyed very much. It was a moment of calm spirituality, such beauty. Actually, I've been following Professor Aurelio Porfiri's works for quite some time. I've been attending his concerts, and I wonder how he can do such a wonderful job with these girls. I have already seen several choirs that he's assisting and directing, and I think he has done a marvelous job.